Welcome to Zooters Presents 40 Plus Season 2.0 match between two good teams, Phantoms versus Just Cricket. Phantoms have won the toss and have elected to bat first. That's fiercely cut, and the ball is going to race away towards the boundary. That is a valiant effort, but it goes in vain. Boundary to start off with. Short and wide, nicely dealt with. Wonderful slash off the back foot. Good footwork on display on the very first ball. That was a wonderful shot, in fact. Off the back foot, punched for a boundary. So the Phantoms off to a great start. Ravindra is a very, very good bowler, very, very economical, very difficult to get away. So he goes again in the same direction, this time straight to the fielder, just for a single. With the single, the score moves on to 6 now. Very unlike Ravindra, generally is the bowler who bowls within the stumps, does not give any room away, and he is one of the most economical bowlers of his side. On the very first over, he strays outside the off stump. That rarely does happen. Even he is allowed to have some off days. He is a fantastic bowler. Very, very disciplined, very, very very, very good when it comes to line and length. This is what he is good at. Just cricket. Raviraj on strike. Yet to open his account. Vishal off to a great start. This is what Ravindra is good at. Bowling immaculate line and length. Finally, he gets his mark. I've seen him perform in a few matches around in the circuit. He's the one who generally does not give anything away. And very, very good when it comes to line and length. Very, very disciplined character. Both on and off the field. Towering personality. Cool, calm head. But a very, very competitive mindset. That is good way to end the over, both for the bowler and for the batsman as well. Well bowled, but that was nicely taken. So with the single, the score moves on to 8, 7. One more ball to go, I beg your pardon. It is 7 runs. 7 runs on the scorecard. Ravindra. Oh, that is beautifully bowled, and what a good shot that is on the rise. The fielder is there. There's protection. So score at the end of over number 1 is now 8 runs. And both the batsmen off the mark. Vishal off to a great start, 6. And Yuvraj also off the mark on playing on 1 run. So Phantoms off to a good start, 8 runs on the scorecard. Vishal is on 6, Raviraj is on 1. Vishal had the very first ball boundary. That's nicely played. It was off pace. He was going for that big booming drive, but when he saw the ball wasn't coming that quickly, he took the right decision of just holding himself back. 8 runs on the scorecard. Sushil bowling the second over. The batsman needs to do all the pace. Yeah, this one is slightly quicker, and this is hit nicely down the ground. Good call there by Vishal. Vishal looks promising today. Very, very compact batsman, and the batsman who seems to be on charge. The batsman who wants to score some runs. So good positive intent being showed. Batsman who can play good off the back foot. Also, he can play some good shots off the front foot as well. Let's see what Vishal does. Oh, this is slashed and slashed hard, but the ball is moving, swiveling just for a single. That was so very close. Vishal, for the very first time, faltering with this calling. Oh, that's pulled, and this would be. Oh my god, that was so easy. He did everything right over there, got under the wall, and put down at the last moment. He's a pretty safe fielder. 9 times of 10, he would take that one. This time, just falters. That's a wonderful shot into the cow corner region, and this happens so very often. Every time you drop a catch, the very next ball travels. Unfortunate for the bowler, but the batsman making full toll of it. The scoreboard would have read 1 wicket down. Instead, it says the first 6 being hit of the innings. That's a fantastic shot. That's the first sixer. Take my word, this won't be the last one. Score is 16 now. Two overs and 16 runs. Mehul comes in to bowl the third over. So two players with some good technique, both of them very good off the back foot as well, and we saw one good sixer being hit. So you are up for some entertainment. Phantoms and Just Cricket. Just Cricket have some good cricketers, they have some good batsmen, they have some good bowlers, and they would be hurt with their last defeat. That's nicely bowled. Mehul bowling the ball in the right areas. Not easy. We're just waiting for the ball to be in his arc. If it is there, pitched up, he won't hesitate to go big. Remember, the first four overs are the overs of fielding restrictions. After that, the overs between 11 and to 18 can be used. But that's nicely done. That's a wonderful shot on his pads and nicely played into the cow corner region for a wonderfully hit boundary. That's what I said. These guys are both good at back foot and front foot. This was converted into a full toss. Just took a step ahead. Beautifully done. So 20 runs on the scorecard. So both the batsmen showing some great technique, great intent. Raviraj hitting that wonderful boundary. That's the first boundary for Raviraj, and the way he has looked, he also looks very promising. Promising for a good innings. So this is a contest on our hands now. Just Cricket is known to play some good brand of cricket against a team who has two classic openers. They may not be the fire brand ones, but they have good technique to score runs. Oh, just as I say great things about him, he plays a very ordinary shot, was almost cleaned out. But this is so courageous. After being hit for a boundary, a lower full toss, he again pitches the ball up, invites the batsman to go for the big one, and almost gets his man. I think Raviraj would still go again for it. He does, and this is hammered into the cow corner. Is it all the way? Just short of that boundary. So 4 runs, 24 runs on the scorecard. Beaten on the previous ball. The next ball rocks onto the back foot and pulls it disdainfully into the mid-wicket region for another boundary. So two boundaries, one off front foot, another off the back foot. So two boundaries in two balls in space of three balls. Raviraj's second boundary of his innings, second boundary of this over. Last ball, in fact, couple of balls remaining of this over. I beg your pardon. That's the last ball of his over. Will he go downtown? Will he go over the mid off? Yes, he goes open over in the covers. Three fielders converging under it. Yeah, brace easily done. The score at the end of over number 3 is 26 for the loss. In fact, 26 for no loss. Vishal and Raviraj both going great. 13 and 12 respectively, with one extra, with Ravira this wide being bowled by the opening bowler. The last over of the compulsory fielding restrictions. He just had a tennis ball kind of bounce over there. Generally, the slower bowlers seem to get a lot of bounce. That happens generally. The slower deliveries tend to bounce more at times. Sushil bowling his second over. He's bowled a good over. The first over just went for 8 runs. Vishal is going to go big on against him as well. Maybe a hit again in the mid wicket region or cow corner. Instead, he goes up and over the covers. That's a chance. And he did everything right but to hold on to that one. One more dropped catch and 3 runs to rub the salt into the wounds. That's a wide. That kept low and glided towards the third man region for a single. Score moves on to 31 now. 31. We are into the last 3 balls of the compulsory power play. Rabindra, and very unlike him, just bowl a single over. He'll come back. He'll come back. When the difficult overs come, he'll be there to face the challenge. Right now, this guy is playing some fantastic shot. This is the shot of the day for me. On the back foot, caressed into the extra cover region for a fantastic punch of the back foot. 4 runs into the covers, onto the back foot. Beautifully done. And that was for the newspapers. Fantastic post. 35. The score is. They would be very, very happy with some shots which they played in this power play. And also, some shots they wouldn't be proud of. 20 is what Vishal is on. He's played some good shots, has hit a wonderful sixer. Will he go again? Maybe under the. That's beautifully bowled. Equally well played, and the fielder fumbles. Ravindra, it's not his day today. Generally, he's a very good bowler, safe fielder. Twice he has misfielded now. Last ball of the fielding restrictions. The score is 36. Raviraj, it would be. He would be getting an opportunity to go big. Make use of the last ball. Yes, he does. He does. That's how you should be hitting them. And that is massacred. That's a fantastic 6. Muscled, pulled, and deposited into the square leg region for a big muscled heave. The score at the end of is 42 for no loss. Both the batsmen, one in their 20s, the other one in 19 now. Run rate of 10.5, which is good going. Nikhil coming from the highway, and now the fielders would be riding the boundary. Now, few of them, the field would be opened out. Yeah, very high arm action and a fantastic shot on his knees, and he hits a boundary just short of that rope over there. 46, first ball being greeted. High arm action, nicely flighted ball, but that's a fantastic hit. Good shot there by Vishal. He's on 25 in just a dozen balls. So that's good going. They have shared the strike as well. Both of them have faced 12 and 13 balls respectively. Vishal has been the aggressor. Even Ravi Raj has played really well. Both the batsmen strike rate in excess of 150. Oh, that is beautifully bowled. Sharp turn, and look at the bounce which he extracted from that ball. Off spinner, in spite of being hit for a sixer, flights the ball. This wasn't that flighted, but with ample. Oh, this is flighted again, and he was beaten out there. Beaten in flight, but still managed to get hold of it for a single. 47. The off spinner bowling some courageous balls, and he would go for it again. He will flight the ball again, I would feel. There is protection for him. There are two fielders stationed actually, one in mid wicket, the other one in the cow corner region, just for that big shot. And even there is a long on over there, long off over there. So everything down the ground is well protected. Anything behind the wicket, third man or fine leg, he would be getting those. Will he go for this fancy shots, the sweep shot or the ram shot? Or he finds the fielder over there. Anything towards his right and left would have fetched him few runs. Zooters presents 40 plus season 2.0. This has been a great tournament where we saw some fantastic matches. Yesterday we saw a brilliant chase, and 208 was chased down quite disdainfully with an over to spare. Sarfaraz hitting the first century of the tournament. That's hit straight to the fielder over there in the cow corner region for a single. This is some great batting. They scored 42 in the first 4, and in this over they have managed to score 7, which is great going. Vishal and Raviraj. That's outside the off stump, and umpire allows him to get away with. That's good call by the umpire. It's not good always that the umpires follow that tram line. In fact, this ball was well within the reach. The score at the end of over number 5 is 49, which is 9.8 runs per over. .49 is what the score is at the end of over number 5. It's Manish now. He has a very unique style. He stutters, stops, and he bowls. But he bowls the ball in the right area. And will he take the wicket number 1? Just short. He should have gone for it. He should have taken a few steps in. He's their pretty safe player. The one who goes for the catches today just took a backward step. There's a unique way of his bowling. He's very smart. He just keeps things simple and cramps the batsman. Yeah, that's what he does. That's a wonderful way of appealing, actually. Clapping and celebrating. He enjoys his game. I just love this guy and his enthusiasm for the game. Look at the way he flights the ball. He doesn't do things special. What he does is he bowls with two different arm actions. See, he changes his wrist position, the change the way of delivery. Yeah, this is, he wants to cram the batsman, but this is beautifully done. That's a very rare ball. He generally bowls very tight, keeps it towards that middle and leg. This time straying onto the leg stump and getting penalized for it. So first two good balls. The second, third one pitched in an area where the batsman took good advantage. In fact, that was a good sweep shot. 5 runs on the scorecard. Sorry, 5 runs for in this over. I beg your pardon, for Manish. Nicely bowled, and he creates opportunities. Manish. They would be easily getting the second one over there. In fact, he had to run, hurry up in the end. Vishal. See, both the batsmen, they have uh, kept or harvested the strike quite well. Uh, so far, 28 balls have been bowled. In fact, 34 and 18 and 16 they have. Oh, this is nicely bowled. Beautiful ball to end the over. In fact, one more delivery. 56 on the scorecard. This has been an over in which a boundary was scored and a few good balls. Let's see what he does on the last ball. Will Raviraj go for a big one or Manish create an opportunity? Yeah, that is flighted. He goes for the big one and the opportunity even is created and taken. Nicely taken. And this is what Manish can do. He can get you wickets. That's what I told this guy. He makes things happen. He may look very innocuous, very different in action, but he can create those chances. He gets his man, gets the first wicket on the score of 56. He was playing so well, Ravi Raj. He just gave it away. 6 overs, and the score is 56 for 1. But that was the last ball of the over. He should have not gone for it. Generally, it happens when you get a boundary on the first few balls of the over. You generally do not go for the last ball. If you see the international batsmen, they would never go and attack a last ball of the over because the over is done and dusted. It's never good to give your wicket away on the last ball. Ravi Raj was playing so very well. He was building the ball so nicely. He gets out of in the process of hitting the ball big. Nikhil, the charging on the very first ball. That's nicely bowled. But that's an opportunity, and he was following the route. He did not change direction, so he cannot be given out obstruction on the field. That's fine. Score moves on to 58. Some action in the last few balls, and some action which is good for the bowling side for a change. Things were going just Phantom's way. Just cricket just pulled it back. Courtesy a good wicket, and they almost got a run out in this over. 58 for 1. Vishal is on strike. He is on 29. He's playing so good. And every time you say that, the batsman gets out. Commentators curse gets out. Vishal, who was playing so very well. It happens mostly when one batsman departs after a good partnership, the other one gets back to join him. Two batsmen who were looking so good, almost for a century stand, get out one after another. They've done their job, but the openers have done their job. They've given them a good start. So both the opening batsmen are back into the hut. The new batsman is Ashish Gadkari. Ashish Gadkari, of course, a big man from Chembur, a big activist, a big industrialist, and let's see what he does with the bat in hand. A big name in social circles. Let's see what he does in the perimeter of the ground. And the first ball, he goes big. In fact, it was Ganesh who got off the mark. No, it was Ashish who got off the mark. The batsman did not cross. In fact, he was bowled. So some confusion for the. That was a difficult chance. So opportunity is being created by both the spinners now. Left arm spinner it was, and now Nikhil with his wonderful off break, he gets one wicket as well. And that courageous bowling fetching him some rewards. Last ball of Nikhil's successful over, and Ashish Gadkari, who made his intentions clear from the very first ball, wants to go big. Last ball of seventh over. Oh, that's nicely bowled and well adjusted by Ashish. The score at the end of over number 7 is 60 for the loss of 2 wickets. So 66 for 2. We are into the 8th over. This is nicely bowled. Manish bowling some good overs. What I like about this guy, he is a trier. And the last match, after the match, he came in just to see how he bowled. He looked at his videos even. That's a sign of a very, very enthusiastic cricketer. And what a shot this is. Good footwork, but hasn't gone all the way. But still towards the right of the fielder, just few meters. The ball just went away. That was some great footwork. There was some power lacking in it, but Ganesh hitting the ball nicely. Coming down the ground, showing some good footwork. Little less on par, but that was just enough for to take it towards a boundary. So with that boundary, the score moves on to 70. Ganesh and Ashish both looking good now. 70 for 2 is what the score is. This is what this guy can do. I just love the way he bowls and takes every ball with utmost importance. The score at the end of over number 8 is 70 for the loss of 2 wickets. Seventy for 2 is what the score is. Ashish Gadkari comes on strike against Nikhil, who has bowled well. This is good shot by Ashish. The ball racing towards the long. Good work there by the fielder. And does the job. With the single, the score moves on to 71. Ganesh, who hit a nice boundary dancing down the ground, comes back on strike. He's the one who can provide us with some entertainment. Oh, almost was cleared. In fact, he's clean bowled. So one more identical wicket. This time Nikhil bowling wonderful flighted deliveries. This is fantastic stuff. And this bowler who was hit for a boundary of the very first ball, very bold. He claims to, and this is classical off spinner's wicket. Bowling him through his gate, beating him in the blind, and claiming his man. A good batsman who had some good footwork, and that same footwork was his undoing now. He gets out, and the score is 71 for 3. From 56 for no loss, it is 71 for 3 now. Considering the humidity and the weather today, and maybe in the last 10, 12 days or 15 days, this is a time where you can play some good cricket. This is a time where the temperatures are little low, and you're in this wonderful grounds of Fatima, where we do not have that many constructions around, some open spaces. You can have some breath of fresh air over here and play some quality. And Ashish, they have to play the next 4-5 overs without losing a wicket, and maybe score around 8.5 runs per over, 7.5 to 8.5 runs per over, and then they can go for the big launch, maybe towards the fag end of the innings. 71 for 3. We are into the 9th over. That's nicely done off the back foot. Nicely driven, and easy brace over there. Just jogs back for the second run. Samir hitting a good shot. Getting off the mark of a cover drive, it's always good. And change in bowling, one more spinner coming in. In fact, it's Nikhil. Nicely played. Ashish comes on strike. Very, very impressive this man has been, Nikhil. He was hit for a very first ball for a boundary into the mid-wicket region. After that, he has bowled so very well. Flighted the ball, and this is quicker. and almost had his man. How did that miss the middle stump? How did that miss the bails even? Just above the bails. Maybe a few millimeters and centimeters, not more than that. Ashish wanted to go down the ground. Check this shot. Score at the end of over number 9 is 74 for the loss of 3 wickets. Remember, they were 56 without loss and they were going quite well. Then both the batsmen gave their wickets away. Last ball of the over, Raviraj was batting so very well. He went for a big heave against the left armer. Then Vishal gave it away by dancing down the ground against Nikhil, who was bowling very well. After that, one more wicket fell. So 3 wickets down, 3 good wickets. 3 batsmen who could have taken the scoring ahead are back. Ashish and Sandeep, they take charge now. Ashish is 3 of 6. Sandeep is also there. Sandeep looks to be the one who can be the aggressor. The Phantoms, they were looking so good for a great start. Mehul, it would be to bowl his second over. He's a good bowler but went for 10 runs in his first over and he can bowl some good deliveries. That was nicely bowled. Good action, nice flight to the ball, and the ball just gets away. So he gets everything right over there when it comes to good bowling technique, giving flight to the ball and bowling it exactly on the spot where he wants. The length for a spinner is always important. If you err in length, you are bound to be punished. Both shorter side or to the fuller side. You need to be exactly. Yeah, this was nicely bowled, but this was well hit. That's a fantastic hit for a boundary. Ashish getting his first boundary. He would be very happy. And that was just pure timing. Just push the ball and he gets his first boundary. So Ashish getting his boundary against a good bowler. Trying to bowl the other one. The ball which comes in. Oh, he goes for the big one again into the mid wicket. This will again test the 2 fielders over there. And Ashish will have to rush back to the wicket. Oh, that's very close. The throw was real good. And fortunately for Ashish, just got saved. '81 is what the score is. '81 for 3. That's nicely done straight to the fielder. Ashish, that was a good shot. Nicely bowled, equally well played. That was one of his better shots, which did not give him runs. After hitting those 2 good shots, Ashish finally getting his confidence. That's very important, getting your first boundary. This guy just loves his cricket and he's enjoying every minute of it. Almost had his man, Mehul. That's what I said. He is a pretty handy bowler. So good batting display and some wonderful, courageous bowling by Mehul as well. He has gone for 17, but he has bowled really good. Will Ashish go again? He was completely beaten the previous ball. Very smart bowling. This is pure bowling, pure proper leg break. The score at the end of over number 10 is 81 for the loss of first 3 batsmen. The score is 81 for the loss of 3 wickets. Ashish has got some boundary, and Sandeep is has looked good. He just got 3 balls to face. Ashish had hit one nice boundary, and the left armer comes back again. He is a bundle of energy. This left armer. He bowls well. Manish. He has got a wicket. He was the first one, in fact, to get that breakthrough when things were going really. He was a man who got them that breakthrough, and he does very often. Last match, even he bowled really well, and in that match, he was doing the job of containing the batsman. This match, he is trying to be the one who takes few wickets and get those crucial breakthroughs. Sandeep is a good batsman, and he can play some back foot cover drives. He is on strike. Suitors present 40 plus season 2.0. This is great match between two good teams, JC and Phantoms. Phantoms won the toss and have decided to bat first. They were off to a flyer when getting 56 in the first 6 overs. Later on, just losing their way, losing 3 quick wickets in the space of 25 runs and 4 overs. But Ashish has looked good. Sandeep has looked good. This is well in balance. Maybe Just Cricket would be slightly happier bunch now after being hit for a few in the. Oh, this is flighted ball. And just patted by Sandeep. And he's giving the ball quite a lot of air. Manish, look at the energy which he displays. It would be just both with all his. Yeah, stops, stutters, and bowls it well. Very unique kind of action where he stops, stutters, waits, and just bends in, crouches down, and bowls those deliveries. Few bowlers, they actually have a high arm action. Certain bowlers take a crouch when they bowl. He's one such bowler. He crouches when he is at the delivery point. Look at him. Yeah, and flights the ball very, very. Once again, just a single. Manish, twice. The first ball and this one. Very, very generously flighted. Enticing the batsman, inviting them to go for those big shots. He has two fielders stationed just for those two big shots. One on the long off, one on the long on, and one in the mid wicket as well. Sandeep, he might just take the invitation. Oh, this is nicely bowled. That's what he does. He does not give room. He just cramps them up. One thing in cricket and in Mumbai locals, everybody wants his room. Some room to free those arms. 84 for 3. Oh, that was bowled quicker. That was hit nicely, fiercely towards the fielder. 85. Pretty decent over this one. Just 4 runs in this over. Good start after the break. Manish bowling his third over and bowling it very nicely. Last ball of his third over. This is generously frightened. Oh, that was to be taken. At least he tried. That was hit very fiercely. And good effort by. The score is 86. 5 runs in Manish's third over. It was almost courageous to put his hands in between. That's good to see. But if he had taken that one, he would have jumped up and down. He's a very, very enthusiastic character. Very lovable character. And he loves his cricket. And that can be seen from every action of his on the ground. So score at the end of over number 11 is 86 for the loss of 3 wickets. Manish's last over was an exhibition. He beat twice in 2 balls Ashish Gadkari. First ball was pitched up, and when Ashish was expecting the ball to be getting pitched up, he took the length slightly backwards and he turned the ball a little more even. So that was some good, great, smart bowling, some international stuff by the left armer. Oh, that is wonderfully bowled. He wanted to go in the covers, instead the ball went into the long on region. So that is good bowling. And he went for plenty in the first over, which he bowled. He gave away 10 runs. The next over was for 7 runs. He has conceded runs, but he is one of the better bowlers on show. Let's see the second half of his spell. It becomes better. Oh, that's flighted generously and nicely hit down the ground. He has given away 19, but he has bowled much better than what he has done. The figures suggest of him. And this is good contest between two. He will bowl it flatter and he will try to spin the ball more. That's what Mohil does against Ashish. Yeah, he flights it generously. And that's a fantastic shot. But the fielder's there. JD does the job over there of the boundary rider. 89 for 3. I think he would go for a big one now. Singles, quite a series of singles. Last 9 scoring shots have been singles. Yes, he wanted to go for a big one. Ashish goes into the mid-wicket region. This will be... Oh, that's the first error into the boundary region. And Ashish's second boundary. He would be very, very pleased. The bowler won't be happy at all. That's what has happened against Mehul's over. He's bowled well, but the fielders haven't supported him. That's nice shot into the mid-wicket region. And that's a boundary. 93 is what the score is. 93 for 3. Will go Ashish go big again. I think he will go again. Every time he has hit a boundary, he goes for it again. He does it again and the ball is racing towards the same area. This time the fielder does a good job. 94 for 3. Sandeep. This has been a good over for them. Mehul is taken 4 runs. First over 10 runs, second over 7 runs. This over he has conceded 8 runs and still one more ball to go. Will Sandeep go big again? Zooters presents 40 plus season 2.0. Just Cricket versus Phantoms. Phantoms won the toss and have decided to bat first. Off to a good start, but after the good start, they lost 3 wickets. And now these two players are trying to stitch up a partnership. Sandeep against Mehul. He wanted to go in extra covers. Instead, the ball goes back to the bowler. Bowled some wonderful deliveries, but he has conceded a few runs as well. 25 he gives away in 3 overs. The score is 94 for 3 at the end of 12 overs. Oh, this was a wonderful ball. The other one, the Chinaman, coming in. This is why I love about this guy. He will bowl all different deliveries with different actions and with different wrist position. And he looks very innocuous bowler, but he can pick up few wickets. Oh, this is so very well bowled. Not good work by the wicket keeper. Very poor work. In fact, the ball left little low. Datta is a fantastic wicket keeper. This one under edge for 4 runs. This is wonderful bowling. You may say he got a boundary and I am appreciating his bowling effort. Yes, the previous ball came in, this one went out and remained little low. So 2 variation, 2 in 2 balls, and both the balls going at least 15 degree in 2 different directions. That is some great skill. And getting penalized for some good bowling. Datta is a very, very safe keeper. In fact, one of the better keepers of the tournament. He misses out. And he flights the other one and he goes on the knees, and this would be an opportunity. Not going for the catches today. Ashish has played a good innings. He has contributed well. Manish against Ashish. This is a good contest to watch. Score is 99. Sandeep on strike. Sandeep is 9 of 10. Oh, that is a wonderful shot. On to, that's one of the shots of the day for me. On the knees, and he has played a wonderful square drive. This is a shot and a half. Look at that shot. You will just love to watch this on again and again. Beautifully done. Classical shots. On his knees and plays a wonderful drive into that third man point region. (103 for 3). They get their 100 in the 13th over. That's good going. This is very much balanced now. If they get an impetus from here and they get somewhere close to 170, this would be a good match. Not that 170 is not chaseable, but it can be a good score. 180 plus is also a par score. 103 for 3 is what the score is, and one of the better shots of the night you saw in the previous ball. And this man can come back, Manish. He can pick wickets. But this is a bad ball. Down the leg side. He just wanted to cramp. The batsman just came in and wide ball. That's his USP actually. He bowls his balls close to the body, tries to cramp the batsman. Yeah, that's what he does. This time he wanted to play the paddle shot. The ball is racing away towards the fine leg region again for a brace. He's gone for a few runs in this match. He's a fantastic bowler. 34 for 1. Will he get one more on the last ball? He gets generally 2-3 wickets in every match he plays. So look at him racing towards that ball. Not so good figures in the last over. Manish, just love to watch him every time he plays. 107 for 3 at the end of 13 overs. 42 balls remaining, and in this 42 balls, even if they manage to get somewhere around 65 to 70 runs, that would be 170 plus. That would be a good competitive score. But that's an underage again. 3 balls going in that direction in the last few balls. Sandeep is on 17. Ashish has played a good hand. He is on 22. Loves his cricket, does Ashish. Ashish would be on hitting. He has been good. 19 balls, 22. Oh, that's a wonderful shot. The ball is racing towards the backward square legion for another boundary for Ashish. That's nicely done. He moves on to 26 now. Good innings by him. Ashish contributing for his team. 26 of 20. That's a good strike rate after a series of wicket fell. Jussie says 99. Just surveying the field around, just wanting to see the gaps, trying to find them. Yeah, place low down, has a look at the ball. That's it. Fiercely into the covers. Will it race away for a boundary? Good work by the fielder. JD over there. Just for a single. He's a very good bowler, Vishal. 113 for 3. He's given away 6 runs. And this guy is going to go big as well. I think Sandeep will go for some lusty blows now. He won't be taking a back seat. Oh, that's nicely bowled. Going for that black flick, just like Azruddin used to do. 114. 114 for 3. Ashish comes back on strike. Every time Ashish is on strike, there is some excitement nowadays. Looks slightly tired. You need to be hydrated in these circumstances. Mumbai's weather is such where you have a lot of heat, but also humidity coupled with it makes it deadly. That's hammered. That wasn't that well connected. They're not running that well. He's hitting some good shots, but twice in 2 balls, he should have got a couple. Last ball of the 14th over. Just cricket versus the Phantoms. That's well kept by Datta. He is real quick. Score remains on 115, 115 for 3 at the end of 14 overs. 6 overs remaining of the first innings. Ashish on 28, Sandeep is on 18. He has got his man. He has played a good innings, was looking slightly tired. Gets his man Ashish after playing a good innings, good contribution for his team. A quick 28 gets out. The ball remained little low. He wanted to go for the back foot drive. And Sushil gets his man, hitting the top of the off stump. In fact, it remained little low. Ricocheted off his pads straight into the off stump. He would be happy with his outing. Would have liked to continue. Gets out. 116 for 4. Ashish gets on a score of 28. 1 run. The score moves on to 117 now. Amit Dani is the new man accompanying Sandeep now after Ashish's departure. They wanted Ashish to stay there and play some big shots. Sushil gets his man. Sushil has bowled well. Has conceded a few runs in the first few overs, but has got his man back and has come back well. 24 runs in the first 2 overs which he bowled. This over has given away a couple, but has picked up a wicket. This is nicely bowled. Sandeep, meanwhile, continuing with his work. It would be the other batsman who can take charge. Amit Dani, known for some good hittings. He comes on strike. He's a strong hitter. Let's see what he does. He can use the long handle to good use. He's a very good batsman. (119 for 4). Many batsmen who have the jersey numbers 45 have been really successful in this tournament as well. Many have their favorite player as Rohit Sharma. That's good to see. That may not be a coincidence, maybe, but many 45 number t-shirts can be seen. That's a good shot. 120 for 4 is what the scoreboard reads. That is close to 8 runs per over. That's not bad at all. Last ball of Sushil's successful over. Will Amit go big on the last ball? Generally, batsmen don't take chance of the last ball. That's down the leg side. Good work there by Datta. That is why he's so very good behind the stump. So very important for his side. Just missed once against Manish's bowling. Otherwise, he has been good. Sushil looks slightly tired. The temperatures are such, the weather is such, you get easily wet with the sweat around. Lots of humidity. Lot of humidity, and this is nicely bowled, equally well played. Straight to the fielder. The score remains on 121 for 4 at the end of over number 15. (121 for 4), 15 overs done and dusted, 5 overs remaining. Sandeep and Amit. Sandeep is on 20, Amit just a couple. Nikhil has been their best bowler of the night. It's generally Ravindra who bowls really well. Ravindra just 1 over for him today, not his day today. But Nikhil has bowled really well with this beautiful off spinners. Was hit for a boundary of the very first ball. But after that, brilliant comeback by the young. This is in the slot and the ball. 2 runs. Good running by Amit. 1, 2, 3 for 4. Very unique kind of score line. 1, 2, 3, 4 in 15.1. So every digit over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. 5 of course in the over column. 15 overs. Oh, this is nicely bowled. Look at the sharp turn and bounce which he gets. Datta very quick with his glove work. So good to see. I haven't seen that many bowlers getting that sharp bounce and turn on this wicket. It's a very true wicket, generally does not turn that much. But today both the bowlers have extracted some turn of this wicket. It's a pitch with slight tinges of green. Good spotting wicket. Not that kind of. Oh, that was bowled quickly. And is it one more wicket? Yes, 3 wickets. 3 field batsmen bowled. This was bowled quickly. Nice bowling. And gets a very, very important wicket of Amit Dani. 124 for 5 now. Good bowling by Nikhil, bowling the soft spinners, and this ball, he has bowled a quicker one. That's a surprise ball. Not every ball he bowls quickly. Once after 7-8 balls. That's good surprise element. Nikhil, easily the best bowler of the day. And his figures show for it. 3 wickets. See, flighted again. Nicely driven. Beautifully done. In fact, this is one of the better shots. This will race away towards the boundary just for a couple. Good shot all along the carpet. Great way to start. You should be good with your shots. AK, the new batsman, Ajay Kadam. AK 47, it reads. He is their gun player. 1 2 6 for 5. Flighted generously, but the ball is hit straight towards the long off. With the single, the score will move on to 1 to 8 now. The 1 to 8 for 5 at the end of over number 16. Last 24 balls in which to get those 30-40 runs. In fact, more than 40 even. That's what must be there on their minds. Oh, they have taken a chance and they get 2 runs for their courageous endeavor. There wasn't a run over there. They went for that quick run and one more extra in the form of an overthrow, which takes the score to 130 now. They need every run like this. Sandeep is batting in the second gear. He needs to up the ante now. He needs to put an impetus to the innings now. He has played some good shots, but not a shot of aggression. Against Vishal, he has given 8 runs in his first. This is nicely bowled, but slashed into the covers. That's a very indifferent shot, but lot of power into the shot. Great shot into the covers. One bounce. It goes. Not a complete copybook classical shot. In fact, just hands. And it was just like a tennis shot. Maybe just a shot, a chip over the bar, I would say. That's news, nicely bowled. Very well kept by Datta. Quick hands by him. Vishal bowling a good over. In spite of being hit for a boundary, he bowls the ball in the right area. The previous ball was short. This one he pitched it slightly up and bowled it quickly, moving away. 13455 now. 134 for 5 in 16.3. 21 balls remaining in which to get those 35-40 runs. That's nicely bowled. Vishal bowling a fantastic over. In spite of being hit for a boundary, he has bowled really well. 83, 81 they were at the end of over number 10, and 53 they have given away in 6.4. Sandeep, will he go big? He should be eyeing that mid-wicket cow corner region. Instead, he goes down the ground. This is majestically hit. No, in fact, he did not hit it properly. The idea was right, execution wasn't. Running between the wicket, excellent. Ajay Kadam has provided that spark which was needed in running between the wickets as well, in some good hitting as well. That was a good idea, good shot selection, but the execution wasn't that great. I thought it would race away towards the boundary. 136 for 5. The last ball of Vishal's over. That is beautifully bowled, equally well played and well fielded as well. Robindra, our man over there. Score at the end of over number 17 is 137 for 5. Sandeep on 33. AK, he is there to give him company. He is batting on 3. $137 for 5. $137 for 5. It's what the score is. Last 18 balls. Phantoms. Oh, that's majestically hit. No one's going to stop this one. Just wait for the umpire signal. Just short of that boundary over there. 4 runs down the ground. On the knees. And a great shot on down the ground. $141 for 5. Last 17 balls. And Sandeep is putting his feet on the accelerator now. 142 for 5. Last 15 balls. Sushil. Oh, this is pulled into the mid wicket region. It will fall in no man's land. The ball will just race away towards the boundary. 3-4 bounces. It goes into the mid wicket region for a fantastic hit. So the score moves on to 146 now. AK hitting some lusty blows. 146 for 5 is what the scoreboard reads. 17.4 overs. Still 14 balls remaining in this over. In this innings, of course. That's an opportunity. And against the run of the play, he loses his wicket. 146 for 6. Just as he was looking good, he gets out. So AK gets out in the process of getting some quick runs. He's a fantastic batsman. His wicket would be important for the opposition. Not so good for his team, as he can get some quick runs. Nice bowling. Just adjusted his shot and gets out in the process of getting some big runs. The score at the end of over number 18 is 146 for 6. Ravinder bowled the first over and is coming in to bowl the 19th over now. Hundred and 46 for 6. Ravindra bowling 90. Oh, what a good shot this is. This is brilliantly hit. What a good shot. Not a good day for Ravindra, but a great hit by the batsman. 150. They reach 150 in grand style. They need a lot of this in the remaining 11 balls. So Rohit Rane gets a crucial boundary. What a good pull shot that was against Ravindra, who is a very good bowler. That's good bowling. He wanted to come shuffle in and get the big shot in. Oh, that's wonderfully played. That was a good ball, but that was picked up from outside the off stump and just rammed up into the region of fine leg for a fantastic boundary. That was bowled with some serious pace. Good shot that was. 154 for 6. Rohit Rane hitting a ravicious ram shot. Ravishing shot by Rohit Rane. Just a kind of alliteration over there. All hours being poetic, but the shot was very well played. This is picked up beautifully, and the ball will again race away towards the boundary. 3 boundaries in a row for the right hander. Brilliant batting. 4.44. Last 4 balls against Rabindra. Generally, Rabindra does not give away this many runs even in his 4 over spells. Just gave away a lot in his 2 overs. Very unlike Ravindra. I have seen him in at least 6-7 matches in the last 2-3 months, and he has been the best bowler of the side. Any match, any tournament. Today, he is at the wrong end now, leaking few runs. Courtesy some good batting by Rohit Rane. That's wide. Very unlike Ravindra. Off and bad day for him with the ball in hand. Very rarely does this happen. Very, very good when it comes to line and length. Very, very disciplined bowler. Very, very compact. And he can get some good balls as well, in spite of having a bad day. (160 for 6), a very, very productive over. The last ball of the 19th over. Last ball. That's beautifully bowled. Score at the end of over number 19 is 161 for 6. Last 6 balls coming on. Oh, that's nice hit down the ground. Just for a single. The ball will just race away for a boundary. This is very important. This 4 runs would help them. The score moves on to 170 now. Last 3 balls coming up. 170 is what they wanted. Anything from here that would be added advantage. They were 81 for 3 at the end of over number 10, and generally you add maybe 20 runs more to what you achieve in the first 10 overs. So they have got that 110, in fact 90 runs in 9.3 overs. If they happen to get 6-7 more runs, they would be very, very happy with the score. Not a big score, but a score which they can defend. 170 for 6. Last 3 balls, he wanted to hit. Extra covers would have been a better option. There was no one over there. The ball was in that zone. But once you made up your mind in the last few overs, oh, not good work. Extra being gifted away. 172. 2 balls in which to get those big boundaries. Will they get somewhere close to 180? They need 2 boundaries of 2 balls in order to get there. 172 for 6. Rohit Rane has hit some good boundaries. Will he get few more? Oh, that's not a good shot at all. First 3 shots of his were brilliant. Last ball of the innings coming up. 172 for 6. Last ball. That's beautifully bowled. And in fact, the zingers are moving. Oh, this would be 1, 2, 3. And the zingers are blowing actually. Bails did not come off. And that would be how many runs? 5, is it? Unfortunate. But the batsman would be very happy. 177 is what they manage. 177 for 6. 178 is what the target is. Close to 9 runs per over. 8.9 runs per over to be precise. 178 is what Phantoms have set. The target for Just Cricket. And Chetan Kapoor has been in prolific form in the last few months, has scored almost on every ground in Mumbai, has played well. In fact, in Pune also he has played a good innings. It starts off with a fantastic shot off to the back foot, just pats the ball for a single. Very rarely have I seen him failing. Most actually 5 times out of 7 innings I've seen him scoring those half centuries. Almost every possible venue he plays this kind of matches. Preet was brilliant in the previous match, almost played till the 15th over and played a very, very good innings. Today again he has to do the job. These two batsmen were not out till the 11th, 12th over. They had a big partnership of 111 runs. Preet starts off from where he continued the last week. And this is brilliant running by Preet. Couple to begin. Chetan CK would be struggling because he's not known for his quick running. He is known for his beautiful drives, nice pull shots, some different Nadraj shots. But running between the wicket is not his forte. But this time he ran well. 3 runs on the scorecard. Preet gets off with a brace. That is so very well bowled. Close to that off stump, almost chopped off the off stump. Prakash bowling the ball in the right area. Left arm, not that quick, but bowls the ball in the right areas. Just moving it away, and in fact, at times can take it in even. Just few steps, 6, 7 steps run up. Oh, this is brilliant bowling, quality stuff. That swung so very late. Beautiful bowling. That's what we call a rhythm for a bowler. Look at the swing on that ball. Beautifully done. Just like all mannerisms, just like Irfan Khan. The way he shrugs his shoulders, rubs his hands around. He was just sensational in Pakistan. Irfan Khan Pathan. Just similar kind of action. And this is nicely done. Well bowled that was. The ball is racing towards for the first boundary of the innings. Yes, it will. 7 runs on the scorecard. Preet off to a brilliant start. Again, some quality bowling by Prakash. 7 runs on the scorecard. Prakash is on. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Preet is on 6. Chetan Kapoor on 1. And some quality bowling by the left armour. And he's getting the ball to go away. Look at the swing which he's getting of the new ball. Oh, that is so very close. That is so very close. And he gets his man. That was nice bowling. That's what I was saying. He's bowling with some good rhythm. The man who was not out till the 15th over in the previous match gets out in the first over. Courtesy some fantastic bowling by the left armour. Just like he took everything away. And this one just came in. Brilliant bowling. First wicket claimed in the very first over. He is 1 of 1. 7 for 1 is what the scorecard reads. Chetan Kapoor is 1 of 1. Preet, a very good player, was looking so good today, gets out cheaply. Generally, is a very, very sound player, does not give away his wicket that easily. Gets out today quite early. Oh, Ashish bowling with some round arm action. Chris Harris of New Zealand used to bowl this way. Virat Kohli in the Indian national cricket team bowls it with this action. Round arm kind of bowling. Just cricket not off to a good start. Javed comes in. Javed would have liked to forget the previous match where he played 6 dot deliveries on the trot. And where a match they had just 18 balls and some 8-9 runs to win. Almost played a maiden. He's a pretty handy batsman. He's a pretty good player. Just one off match for him. This is down the leg side. The umpire would just extend his arms and declare it as a wide. This came in with an angle. Good bowling those in cutters. Bowling round arm or this kind of action, it requires a lot of rhythm. Once you get into that rhythm, it becomes very difficult to face such bowlers, because there are very few bowlers who bowl this way. And they would like just rotate the arms completely for 360 degrees. Such kind of bowlers. And this is firmly hit. Few bounces, couple of bounces in fact, and the ball races down the long off boundary. Nicely done. Off the back foot and shot of authority by Javed. This is what Javed is known for. Some good lusty hits. Unfortunately, wasn't that successful in the previous match, but make amends for it. What a good beat to get off the mark. Boundary down the ground against Ashish, who was bowling some good balls. So one bowler who takes the ball away, the left-hander Prakash, and this one, he tries to cut the ball in. A sharp cut for him again. Good bowling, great bowling. In spite of being hit off the back foot of the previous ball, the next ball right on spot and cutting the batsman into half. Bowling those in dippers. This variation has to be the ball which goes away or the straighter one. Yeah, he tries that one. Good bowling, Ashish. Good thinking bowling. 13 for 1 is what the score is. Ashish bowling intelligently. A man who is known for his generosity all over in the eastern suburbs. A big patron of many events. Big hearted man bowling some important overs. 13 for 1. Last ball of Ashish's first over. Oh, that's down the leg side. We'll wait for the umpire signal. Score will move on to 14 with that single. 14 for 1 at the end of over number 2. With the single, the score moves on to 15 now. 15 for 1. We are into the third over. Prakash continuing with his in-deepers. That's good bowling. Prakash Shinde, he looks in some good bowling rhythm. He has picked up a wicket and a very crucial one. Took the ball away from the left-hander and just got one slanting in. That's good intelligent bowling. He will try and get it in just like Irfan Pathan used to do. But this time down the leg side. And he plays that Nataraj shot very well. This time just misses out. But 2 runs would be added in form of wides. 17 for 1 is what the scorecard reads. 2.2 overs. Javed has hit a wonderful boundary. He comes on strike. This would be good viewing now. A bowler who is looking in good rhythm, and Javed coming back in form. In fact, he is in form. The previous match only wasn't that successful. Oh, this is great bowling. He looks in some good rhythm, Prakash. He's just enjoying his bowling over there. Rubbing the ball vigorously, trying to get maximum of this new ball and using his all experience. Look at the focus on his face. He looks determined to bowl some good balls. Very, very serious they take their cricket. This is brilliant bowling. Almost had Javed's wicket. Just above the stumps. The left-hander is bowling some great deliveries. In fact, all his balls are pitched right on spot. The previous ball was an exception just before this one where it was down the leg side. But he has bowled some good swinging deliveries, making use of whatever swing is available. With all the humidity around and the conditions, you have seen in Mumbai few matches, the bowlers are all having a good time with some sporting wickets. The IPL is looking much better at these venues in Maharashtra with some fantastic pitches. Same here, this pitch also is a beauty. It's not that bouncing because the player safety is a concern. This is good bowling. And he just moves on, and this is an opportunity. Oh, he is penalized for some good bowling and good fielding. And 2 runs given away where there wasn't a single. They managed to get 2. The score moves on to 19 for 1. 11 for 1. His figures read. Prakash has bowled really well. It deserves another wicket. But these 2 batsmen, they need to stay. These are their 2 glamour boys. They can get them their big runs. CK and Javed. Will Javed go big against the left arm? I think he will. Oh, that is brilliant bowling. Just cramping him up for room. Good ball to end the over. The score remains on 19 for 1 at the end of Prakash's second over. CK has been quiet for some time. That does not happen generally. I think he will go hard in this over. That is good bowling. The ball just came in. Brilliant bowling by Ashish. Ashish Gadkari bowling the ball in the right areas. He's looked good. He's bowled with some good control as Ashish. And one more guy who enjoys his cricket quite a lot like Manish. Takes his cricket very, very seriously. Just loves and enjoys every moment of it. Batting, bowling, fielding, whatever. This is brilliant stuff. This is very close. This is very close. Maybe slightly higher, but that was very close. Going down leg, maybe. He was very excited, Ashish. The ball just came in. Innocuous looking bowler, but bowling some right kind of length. Brilliant bowling. "20 for 1" with that single. It becomes difficult for the batsman to play at the length of Ashish because they fire for not finding it right when they remain on the back foot. So even if they are going to go on the front foot, he's bowling that good length. So brilliant bowling as far as the length and line is concerned. This guy is not bowling some special deliveries, but he's putting the ball in the right areas. Bowling with round arm action, Ashish Gadkari. Oh, this was pitched up and was swinging. That was an invitation to go big, and the ball was yorked actually. Fortunately, it was away from the stumps, at least a foot away. That swung in air. 20 for 1, the score suggests. Two more balls in this over. This is quality, and he has got his man. Brilliant swinging delivery, and Ashish is happy. He has every reason to be happy. Gets a very good batsman in form of Javed out. Inside edge and off into the stumps. Brilliant bowling by Ashish Gadkari. Gets the first man. Twenty for 2. Last ball of Ashish's successful over. Nicely negotiated. The score remains on 20. 20 for 2 at the end of over number 4. "158 needed in 96 balls. 16 overs to get 158, close to 10 runs per over." So 16 overs. Huh? Yeah, finally the field is all set. This is fielding restrictions off now. 158 and 16 overs. CK. Now he'll go big. Take my word. Yes, he does. What this is trademark shot of CK. The ball just flying off, but the solitary fielder over there does a good job. Left arm starting off well. Yogesh Ditsolkar. Oh, that was ball quick with the arm. That's a big appeal, and that's the second wicket. That's a big one. In fact, that's the third one. Vijay Singh, the hardest hitter of the two sides, gets out. That's a big wicket. This man could have taken the scoring ahead with his lusty blows. Instead, he gets out via a armor bowled by the left armor. 23 for 3, 21 for 3 in fact. Very, very sorry scorecard this one for Just Cricket today. 21 for 3. We are into the fifth over. The score is just stagnant. It isn't moving ahead. In fact, they have lost 3 quick wickets. So that's a big setback. All 3 good batsmen are back. Preet was sensational last match when he played on this ground. Vijay Singh is the biggest hitter. Oh, this is brilliant bowling. Is it wicket number 4? Yes, it is. So 4 wickets. Even Jitendra gets out without opening the account. 2 batsmen getting out on the score of 0. So 23, 21 for 4 in fact now. 2 batsmen getting out on the score of 21. CK is still there, but he has lost 4 of his partners. So 5 overs, 21 runs for the loss of 4 wickets now. But that was bowled quickly. The left armer is doing a good job over here. Chetan needs to stay there if they want to have any chance of winning this one. Chetan is the man who can win it for there, for even here. He can score those 50s, big 50s even. He can stay there. That's his speciality. He does not give his wicket away that cheaply. Oh, this is beautifully done. Gliding the ball into the third man region. He gets the first one quickly. He gets a nicely carved boundary. Using the pace of the bowler. That was bowled quick with the arm. Digvijay Singh also bowling those quick arm deliveries. .25 for 4 CK, just not ready. CK might just use the pace of the bowler over here if he bowls that quickly again. He bowls it quickly, and that's what he does. Just beautiful shot. Just a single for the shot, but that was so very well placed. Nicely done. Got on the top of it and hit the ball into the fine leg region. Last ball of the sixth over. The score is 26 for 4. This is nicely bowled and very well fielded as well. There was an opportunity. Good bowling there by the left armer. The score at the end of over number 6 is 27 for the loss of 4 wickets. .151 needed now in the remaining 14 overs. That's a tough ask. But shots like this will help. This is hit very high. Has it gone a distance? No. Oh, missed out completely. Missed the ball completely. That was hit very high. The top pitch going skywards. They need to show some intent now. No point to just playing those odd deliveries over there. Purav and CK. CK can play those nice anchor innings quietly. Get the strike rate of around 125, 150 very easily. They need a batsman like him over there. Oh, he was completely squared up over here. Phantoms are bowling very, very good. The left arm especially are doing a great job. All the left armers, even the medium pacer and both the spinners as well. Great bowling by the left arm spinner. Orthodox left arm spinner. Oh, that's fiercely hit. That's going to race away towards the boundary. There are two fielders over there. Good running, great running in fact by Purav. He was in trouble. Somehow he managed to get the second run. Oh, that's a big wicket. His favorite shot, Ace is undoing. He glides the ball so very well. He gets out cheaply for a change, does not get out under 40-50 runs. Today, unfortunately, gets out. I haven't seen him getting off in a score less than 50 in the last 7-8 matches where I've seen he has scored century almost, half century almost every time. Today, not his day. CK gets out cheaply. That is a fifth wicket. That's a big downfall. 30 for 5 now in 6.3 overs. That's beautifully bowled. This left armer is bowling a brilliant spell. Yogesh Dicholkar. Puravan Dattaram. He has taken not one, not two, three wickets. Brilliant bowling spell for him. 2 overs, 3 wickets, and just 4 runs. 2-3-4, his figures read. Fantastic bowler. Number one bowler, bowling 2 overs, taking 3 wickets, and conceding 4 runs. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a very sorry state of scoreboard over here. 32 for 5. We are into the 8th over. Dattaram. He is the one who is known for sticking on to the wicket. Purav is on strike now. Purav Nanavati. Oh, that's nicely heaved into the cow corner region. This will race away towards the boundary. Yes, it will go for a much needed boundary. The score is 36 now. 36 for 5. Purav Nanavati. The silver lining in the dark cloud. Hitting a good boundary. Scoreboard reads 36 for 5. And this is complete confusion. Look at the smile on his face. But if Purav stays there for a long time, they would repent dropping him. Datta comes on strike. He is a very resolute fellow, does not give away his wicket that easily. 37 for 5. We bowled in quickly. This is again falling in no man's land. 2 runs easily done and dusted. The score goes on to 39 for 5 at the end of over number 8.
39 for 5 is what. Oh, this is flighted. And this is smacked. Smacked down the ground for a single. The score is 40 for 5 now. Rakesh comes into ball. And what that was generously flighted. He is the bowler who is giving a lot of flight to the ball, just inviting the batsman to go big and to get their wickets in the process. Already half the side is back, and almost 40% of the overs are done and dusted. 60% of the overs remaining to get a lot. Oh, this is again flighted. He just waited twice or thrice before the ball reached. So slow it was. He could have gone home, had a tea, spoke with his wife, and come back and hit the ball. So slow it was. 41 for 5. We are into the ninth over. Yeah, Rakesh bowling some teasers. Smart bowler he is. Yeah, see, so slow. Oh, this is very tricky for him. Look at the smile. It is so slow, that's what I'm saying. Just stuck in SV road traffic. Very slow bowling. And very smart. See, look at. He is hit hard, and this will just go away towards a boundary. Nicely done. It's not an easy bowler to get away. You may find it very innocuous, but it's not easy. We have to make all the pace. He's a very smart bowler, is Rakesh. Look at the dollies which he puts in. 45 for 5 now. Half the side back into the pavilion. 8.4 overs. Again, look at the flight. And he has got his man, is he? No. Oh, that is suicidal running, but he has come inside the crease. 46 for 5. Purav Nanavati is still there. Dattatreya comes on strike now. Look at the bowling. Just creating a lot of confusion over there with the slow ones. Almost had his man. Ball just popping out of his hands. It's a good shot by Datta. This is racing towards that extra cover boundary. They should be taking the first one quickly. The score is 47 for 5 at the end of 9 overs. 11 overs remaining in which to get 131 runs. 11 overs and 131 runs to win run rate of almost 12.5 runs per over needed. Forty-seven for 5, 11 overs remaining. Dattaram on strike. Comes up with a unique cap of his. Very, very determined cricketer, resolute cricketer. He was crammed up. Amit Dhani. Good all-rounder he is. This is well bowled but equally well played by Pradhan. And this would race away towards the boundary for the first boundary for Datta. Nicely done. Some hope by the two right-handers over there. 51 for 5 in the 10th over we are. You may feel the match is over. You may feel the other team has just won, but just cricket needs to remember that it is not over until it is over, until the 20th over. They can still bowl some good balls and good hits and get within that winning distance. Oh, that is good bowling by Amit. Completely flabbergasted, flummoxed was the batsman, whether to go ahead or just to stay on the back foot. The Tharam, good boundary hit in the previous ball. against Amit Dani. Oh, this is good bowling. Is it wicket number 6? Dattaram is just asking, has he been given out? Yes, he is. He looks flummoxed. He looks flabbergasted. Why is he given out? Well, just have a look at the replay. He wasn't happy. Bowler was convinced. Umpire, the main man, he was convinced. I think it ricocheted off the pads of the gloves. He is a very honest man. You can believe his word. 51 for 6. 51 for 6. This is completely one-sided affair now. 51 for 6. Datta was the one who could have made a difference. He gets out. Fifty-one for 6 is what the scorecard reads. 2 balls remaining in this over. Successful Amit Dani over. That's well bowled. Just for a single. 52 for 6. Very sorry state of affairs. Generally, these matches do not go that one-sided. Today is an exception. JC on the wrong side of it for a change. Very dire circumstances. Run rate is demanding. The wickets have fallen, 6 wickets in fact. More than half the side is back. Purav Nanavati has looked good. Sushil comes in. He has a good bowler. Score at the end of over number 10 is 53 for the loss of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wickets. Yogesh has been brilliant. Yogesh, 2 overs, 3 wickets, and just 4 runs. Economy of 2 and 1.5 wickets in the 2 overs which he has taken. The good economy, good strike rate, complete package. Ten overs, 125 runs to win, 12.5 runs per over needed. The run rate, which was around 9, went off to 10, then 11, and now it is 12.5 runs per over needed in the remaining 10 overs. 60 balls, 125 needed. So Vaibhav Sawant comes in to bowl now from the Somaya end. Wide down the leg side, 54 for 6. This is good bowling. Vaibhav Sawant seems to be a complete package. Nice rhythmic action, tall bowler, and bowling the ball in the right area. Beautiful bowler. The kind of action, tall bowler, high arm action, nice, easy paced run up, and good approach. This is under edged. Straight to the fielder, opportunity. Oh, he reached in. He just came in and just halted there. But good throw. Vaibhav appreciates his good work. So Sushil, one pacer against another. Sushil was good with the ball in hand. He would be up against a very good bowler, Vaibhav, from the first few balls which I have seen. Seems to be a very compact bowler. Doesn't move the ball quite a lot. But bowls in just with nice rhythm. In his teenagers, he must have been very quick. Oh, that was floated. Becomes a different proposition altogether when a left-hander comes into bat. Many bowlers are not that comfortable while bowling to the left armers. So he completely change. Bhuvneshwar Kumar for one is a fantastic bowler against the right-handers. That was outside the off stump, but the good call. Not that far. Bowling in that right channel about the fifth and sixth stump. Slightly away it was. 50-50 call, but the right call. 55 for 6. Very sad sort of affairs as far as the scoring is concerned for JC. But Phantoms would be very delighted with the proceedings today. This is a cracking shot straight to the fielder. With the single, the score moves. In fact, they did not take a single. It stays on 55. This is good competition between two. The score at the end of over number 11 is 56 for the loss of 6 wickets. Eleven overs, 56 for 6. It's a long way away. The target now 122 needed in the remaining 9 overs. Almost 14 runs per over. The run rate, which was hovering around 9, went on to 10, then climbed down to 11, then 12.5 in the previous 4. Now it is almost 14 runs per over needed. The left-hander is back. The man who started off brilliantly, Prakash. He won't get that same kind of purchase with this semi-old ball. Now this time, just drifting down the leg side for a wide. 58 for 6. Still gives a bowler quite a lot of rip. Works on with the ball. Prakash, I think he might guess just another wicket over here in this over. The way he's bowling, left-hander against left-hander, always some kind of entertainment. That's good shot. This player looks so compact. He's a very good bowler and his batting technique is also immaculate. Very upright and very good looking when he plays those drives. 59 for 6, 11.1 overs. Run rate of 5.28 and the run rate required is close to 13.5, 14 runs per over. Prakash versus Purav Nanavati. Purav has looked good, has not hit boundary for a long time now. Yes, hit a couple in the initial stages when he came in. I think he'll go big against Prakash. He will take chances against him because he's no more with the new ball. Oh, that is beautifully bowling. Still with that kind of ball, for 12th over, he manages to get that swing in. He looks in so good rhythm, Prakash. Sixty for 6. Sushil looks compact with his technique. This isn't hit that well. Just as I talk about his good technique, he plays a very agricultural shot, but good running by Sushil and Purav. 62 for 6. What they need is a good fight back. What they need is to just hang on there, cling on there, get to 100 or so in 15.5 overs, and then try and smash every ball from over number 15 or 16. That's good bowling. Pitching the ball in the right areas, and he's a bowler who bowls well to the left-handers as well. The ball just moves away. There's a slip for him. That is so nice to see. Slip being put in over here. Because hardly the ball moves over here, but oh my god. Just as I say, they have a good move. They take off that slip. That's not good. Because he takes the ball away, there is always a chance to get a wicket in that area.
I would love to see the ball flying off that slip area now. Oh, it has flown, but not in that area, but the other over point. A couple, not that good shot, but would fetch him a couple of runs. 64 for 6. Last ball of the 12th over. Sushil against Prakash. Will Prakash get Sushil's wicket? Twice he was close to getting him. Last ball of his spell. Over. But that is nicely kept. The score at the end of over number 12 remains on 64. 64 for the loss of 6 wickets. Purav and Sushil playing. Purav is on 16. Sushil is on 6. Prakash finishes third over with the figures of 19 for 1. 8 overs remaining in which to get this 112 runs. Vaibhav Sawant comes in to bowl his second over. Very, very compact looking bowler. Very, very nice rhythmic bowler with strong action. And his length is very good overall. And consistently bowls in that channel. So good line, good length bowler. And bowling consistently with that kind of length and line is a very tough job. Glenn McGrath was the best in that. One more bowler from Mumbai. He used to just identically bowl. I just remember his name, Abhishek something. He bowled for India with a similar kind of action. That is outside the off stump. Yes, that's a right call. Wide being declared. The ball moved away just a bit more. They need a lot of this. 65 for 6. The win is just long, long way away. 111. Nelson needed in the remaining 48 balls. Close to 14 runs per over. In fact, more than that now. That's down the leg side now. One outside the off stump, the other one down the leg side. Has it brushed off his pads? No. 66 for 6. Very unique. 66 for double six. That is half a dozen, and there is full dozen overs. 66 for 6 in 12 overs. Unique scoring card. Not so good for the JCs. He hasn't appealed at all because the ball was drifting down the leg side. Every time the ball hits the pads, there are so many bowlers all around the world. Even international bowlers, they get excited. Even the ball is going away, maybe 6-7 stumps away, they will appeal for almost everything. They feel every ball which hits the pad is a plump LBW. Not this man. He knows his cricket. He knows what the laws of the game are. Vaibhav Sawant. This is nicely bowled. Good call by the umpire. The umpires have been very good. This was again 50-50, but the right call. Word of appreciation for these guys because they have been very good. 66 for 6. "66 for 6. We are into the 13th over. And Vaibhav Sawant bowling a very good over after bowling those first two wide balls, one outside the off stump, one down the leg side. He has bowled 3 balls right on spot. And he goes for a big heave. The ball is racing away towards that mid wicket square leg boundary for a boundary after a long, long time. 74 6. Courtesy, a brave shot by Purav Nanavati. Good heave, good intent. Just hang in there. Just try and swing the bat. And let's see what happens since the scorer says the boundary after almost say 9 overs, 9.2 overs, she says. So that is close to 56 balls. And that's a big gap. But take my word, next would come soon. And he would be going for those ones now. Every time you hit that boundary or sixes, you get your confidence levels high. And couple would be added. With this brace, the score moves on to 72 now. 72 for 6, all in multiples of 6 and 12 in this over. We got 66 for 6, now we have got 72 for 6. We are into the 13th over. Last ball of the 13th over of Vaibhav Sawant. Will he get one more wicket? The score remains on 72 at the end of over number 13. 7 overs remaining in which to get this 106 runs. That is massive ask. 15 runs per over, in fact more than that. 15.3 runs per over required. That is good fielding there by the fielder, tidying up over there. 73 is what the score is. 73 for 6. They need furthermore 105 runs in the remaining 41 balls. 41 balls, 105 runs, highly improbable. Not impossible, but highly improbable after your 4 wickets down. And all your big hitters are back in the hut. Purav Nanavati is fighting out over there. And to give him company is Sushil. I think Purav would go for his shots now. Looking at the way he played the previous over, he was going for his big ones. He hit a boundary, then he was going for a big shot. And he would be eyeing that mid-wicket cow corner region. Outside off stump. Good work there by the wicket keeper. Standing in close and not letting anything go. Don't think he has given away any bias in this over, in his innings at least. It's Purav who's on strike. Will Purav get a sixer in this over? Or will the left-hander get his first? Or that's bat and pad. The ball is racing towards that fine leg, square leg boundary. Yet another boundary for Purav. He would dealing in boundaries now. Last 2 of his 3 scoring shots have been boundaries. And he's showing some good intent. Not that good shot, not that fancy shot, but all the way getting him those important 4 runs. Just like Josh Butler does. Underages also go for boundaries. That's his patent shot. He just moves away, Josh Butler, and gets those big shots like that. Similar kind of shot. He hits them in all paths, from extra cover to square leg. 77 now. 101 needed. And has cleaned him up. That was going to happen. The ball remained low, and it just hit the middle of the off stump. 77 for 7. Just wanted to see that figure. You just got to see that. 77 for 7. The off spinner who was brilliant with the ball in his hand comes into bat now. He was one of the star bowlers today. He was one of the best bowlers on display, along with this man on your screen, Prakash, and also Yogesh Disolkar. He was brilliant. 2 overs, 3 wickets, and just 4 runs. 2, 3, 4 for Disolkar. Oh, that's an opportunity. Up and over. First ball, boundary. The offie is in great form, not only with the ball in hand, with the bat in his hand. First ball, boundary for the right arm off spinner. '81 for 7. That's beautifully bowled. Score at the end of over number 14 remains on 81. 81 for 7. Successful over for the left armer. Gets his man, breaking the partnership. Six overs and 97 runs to win. That's beautifully bowled. Digvijay bowling his third over. The left armers have proven to be very, very useful for this team. Digvijay and also Yogesh some time back. Oh, that's a cracking cover drive. This will race away towards the boundary. There's a fielder stationed over there. 82 for 7. We saw 66 for 6. We saw 55 for 5. We saw 77 for 7. We are in the line of seeing 88 for 8 as well. 82 for 7 now. And also, the number of balls which are bowled right now are 86 balls. So 2 balls remaining for all 8 to appear. If they happen to get a sixer, and the next ball if they get out, that would be all 8s on the figure. But instead, we would like them to stay there and hit some good shots. Fight there. 87 balls, 82 runs, and 7 wickets. Nikhil, he has got a boundary of the very first ball he faced. That was bowled with the arm. That was fiercely done. Nicely cut. Beautiful shot. One cover drive, then followed by a fantastic cut shot. Second boundary. 2 shots for him and 2 good boundaries. Fantastic off spinner. Getting some nice boundaries. Showing his class with the bat as well. That is nicely bowled, played with the soft hands of the back foot. 87 for 7 the scorecard reads. We saw 55 for 5, 66 for 6, 77 for 7. Don't want to see 88 for 8 now. Almost it was the 8th wicket. Score at the end of over number 15 is 87 for 7 at the end of 90 balls. So Rakesh coming in to bowl is right arm, very slow spinners. And he bowls us teasers. He is the one who invites people to go for big shots and he gets traps them. Very smart bowler this one is. Almost got a wicket in the first over which he bowled. Oh, this is flighted generously. And he has got his man. And the scoreboard reads 87 for 8. Just one shot of that thing. Look at him. Look at the smile on his face. The slowest bowler of the tournament on display. He was twice through his shot and he gets out. He hit some nice boundaries of some good bowling and gets out to a lollipop. Look at his face. Almost embarrassed of getting out against Rakesh. Look at Nikhil's face. Smile on his face says everything. Oh, he gets the second man as well, and that's it. 88 for 87 for 9. 2 balls, 2 bolts. The fastest bowler of the tournament. Look at him inviting them to go for the big ones, and they were halfway through their shots. In fact, twice. And 2 balls, 2 bolt. Look at Rakesh's bowling over there. Look at it, the opening batsman just playing with him. He said he took a full first round and he was about to play the reverse shot as well. Some good work by the cameraman as well. So the man is on hat trick, the fastest bowler of the tournament. I just making kidding him, but that is brilliant bowling, flighting the ball, inviting them. Oh, this was even bowled higher. In fact, it went in the orbit and came down. And look at him racing down to stop this, because these runs can come ahead when it comes to net run rate. And 2 wides. It won't be credited as a hat trick. Hat trick, if you have 3 consecutive balls, you get a wicket. If there are wide balls been bowled in between, that is not accounted as a hat trick. So his hat trick chance is gone. 90 for 9. Will he get the final wicket? Will this man get 3 wickets in an over? This would be his night to remember. Oh, he is bowling some lollies. Oh, almost at the third one. He would be rolling up and down over there on the wicket over there if he had got the third one. Still has a few more chances to get wickets now. 3 more balls. Oh, look at the flight he is giving. This time, he has been smashed for a boundary. And we are moving towards that figure now. 99 for 9. 95 for 9. Good shot by Sushil. Sushil has played as good as an innings that as any batsman over there in this both the sides. Looks very compact player. Does not deserve to be coming at number 7-8. When there is a total of 150, 160 and we need someone to stay, Sushil can be that kind of a batsman who can stay there with some good sound technique. 95 for 9. Will they get the century? Oh, he got the third wicket almost. But the ball, has he got? Did he collect the ball before the stumps? No, he gets 3 wickets. Look at Rakesh. He would celebrate big time today. And if there are some champagne bottles at home, all those bottles will be opened up today. Look at him. Oh, this went in the orbit. It came down like a merry-go-round. The ball went up, came down, and the batsman was just trying to find where his crease is. Till then, the wicketkeeper did a fine job. So done and dusted. 95 all out. And courtesy, some good bowling, some teasers by Rakesh. We are heading home early. Not good day for Just Cricket, but these guys can come back well. 2 different matches for them. One match where they were supposed to win, they lost. Another match where they were completely outclassed by the other team. So Just Cricket have to pull up their socks and play some good cricket again. That's it. Thank you. And a one-sided match where we saw some good bowling from the left armers. Zooters present 40 plus season 2.0 on this wonderful Wednesday. We got to see some good cricket. Not from Just Cricket, but from the Phantoms.